Good evening, guys. Warm welcome. There was a delay due to some technical issue. This program is being live cast in most of the social media like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Here in this session, we are going to see one important job description for the supply chain position. As we are seeing in the previous weeks, we are going to see from the position from a multinational company where you should be targeting to go to such a company. Let us try to understand what exactly the employees are looking for, what could be the job skill, and how to upgrade those skill. Possibly some areas you may also have to understand what are the terms they are using in the job description. So one such JD we will see in today's session. Allow me to share the screen. If you have any question or doubt, you are always welcome to type either you are watching live or otherwise. As we are seeing, some of the companies they put the wish list, and some company do not describe anything. But whereas some company gives via media, but you should be prepared to understand what exactly employees are looking for. So let me briefly introduce before going into the job description. My name is Pattabhiraman. This is my Udemy profile. I have nearly 2,000 candidates enrolled for various programs in the last 3 4 months. I am also available in the LinkedIn, and you are always welcome to connect or follow with me. As far as my profile is concerned, I am an engineer with PG degree in management and data science. I have been working in this large global organization, mainly in supply chain domain. I have handled various subdomain in the supply chain during my career. Last 10 years in this global organization, I was heading the supply chain, managing end-to-end supply chain management, and currently I am heading a organization known as Thoughtware Training Private Limited as CEO. As far as my certification is concerned, if you are in supply chain, possibly you should be aware of this certifications. Also, there is one organization known as DDA. They also provide similar certification like APIX. So, if you are in the job market, you need to acquire any of this certification. I am also a certified purchasing manager and a project management professional, apart from qualified in business analytics. About our organization, we are 5-year-old organization based in Bangalore. We provide both consulting and training in supply chain and allied domains. One of our popular program is supply chain analytics, where candidates across the world participate in this program. We operate under a trade name called Expert SCM. Coming to the job profile, today we are going to see one job posting from Plex. This is one multinational company having various manufacturing and KPO type of organization. The position is for material planning analyst. Okay, it's the title is core supply chain profile. The location is for Bangalore. The job is currently live. It is picked from Indeed, and I have picked this particular post today, and it was posted 11 days ago. So this position is still live. Okay, so if anyone is interested, you can always apply for this job. And apart from Indeed, it should be available in various other job portals. So it's a fresh job. Location is Bangalore. Education graduates. Salary, of course, like many others, it is not mentioned here. Experience is 3 years, so a pretty junior job. So let us see, like other multinational companies, is the job description, is it a wish list or how it is. So that even if you are not in engineering, possibly you can apply for such kind of position. As far as material planning analyst is concerned, it is a core planning supply chain activity. So it is expected the people should be well versed in ERP, specifically domains related to master production scheduling and MRP, material requirement planning. This is where the supply planning or material planning comes into play, and this is very important role. And possibly this guy should have a knowledge about the product structure, specifically bill of material. What are the list of items required for a particular finished product? What are their quantity? Possibly when they are required. So he should be in a position to plan the material, and also know the things like how much to order, when to get the material. Then this function may involve coordination with the various function like operations, or it could be purchasing, or sometimes even with the management, and also outside vendors. More importantly, when you talk about planning, it revolves around inventory management. So you should be in a position to understand how do you bridge the gap between demand and supply without increasing the inventory. Also, there could be other motives for inventory management, like keep your people and equipment be engaged. So those could be the requirement. Apart from this, you should also expect it to have various analytical skill. Analytical skill could be a primary. First, it should start with the analytical mind. And you should know, you should have some kind of a investigative mind. When some details are available, you should know what is the end result you are looking for. Specifically, here we are talking about data. When it is a simple data, possibly you can use a calculator and note, but if it is exceeding certain volume, of course, Excel is useful, but unfortunately, many of us use Excel as a notepad only for putting the tables, formatting, or at the most we use it for VLOOKUP or something similar. But Excel can do wonder. This is where, if you have knowledge about advanced Excel, for example, it could be the macro or VBA could be very much advantageous. That's where many people look for such a skill set. Of course, the large organization, they also want you to know some of the tools like SQL and Python to become supply chain analyst. But let us see in the specific job from Flex, what is the requirement. Let me read the first statement. The material planning analyst will be based in Bangalore and will be responsible to develop and maintain macro programs using VBA or Excel macro applications, perform both technical and administrative tasks to ensure functionality of the program. So you're getting the glimpse when we say material planning analyst. Analyst job involves, at least to start with, advanced Excel. This is where I was talking about macro and as well as Visual Basic. These are all add-in tool to the basic Excel. Okay, but they themselves are a version. If you have to learn this, you need to spend the time, and there are various programs available to learn this. Specifically, some organization, they also specify Excel dashboard using macros and Visual Basic, but these are all basic requirements. Okay, they have also mentioned technical and administrative tasks. I'm not sure whether this is specifically linked to any KPO kind of activity, and is it a nighttime duty? It's not clearly mentioned. They should have mentioned that. Next important thing they are looking is, here is the glimpse of what you will do. Complete projects as a developer by coordinating resources and timetables with the user department. under supervision of a senior manager. Here, bit some confusion is creeping in when we are talking for supply material planning executive. Here, they are talking about a developer and what developer can do with the material planning, maintain current and newly developed macro programs as per the user requirement. So the job looks like working only with the macro program. Maybe this senior manager may not be aware. He is looking for a material planning manager or a Excel expert, has to be clear. It looks like this position is for developer kind of a role using only macro tools, but not clear whether this guy should have background of supply chain or planning experience. Developer for macro, it looks very surprising when multinational company like Flex is looking for such position and specifying that they need to be a developer using macros. The next one is support SAP help desk, support subsidiary legacy system, support EDI. So they are calling this as administrative function, nothing to do with supply chain position or material planning analyst. Okay, and manage application like new or delete system IDs, filing application. I'm not sure why this kind of work is attached to a material planning analyst. Possibly some of the company they misuse the junior position by providing miscellaneous job, and accordingly this job description looks very strange to me for the job type title. Possibly this could be a administrative work in a BPO or KPO kind of organization. Prior information system experience with the diverse understanding of how different technologies work. So possibly they are looking for some IT tools, proficient in Microsoft Office. This is a basic. I think this could be a clerical job. Business travel to regional offices as required. When you have all the connectivity, video, live conference, everybody can do across the world. Why travel is required? Which technology they are talking is not clear. It is a bit surprising when a multinational company gives this kind of a vague job description, but they are calling this position as a material planning analyst. Okay, strong working knowledge of PC, Window, MS Office. Nowadays, this is all high school or middle school requirement for a person to operate a Window or MS Office. There's nothing big job here. Of course, the macro VBA could be an important task, but that's a starting point for any analytical job. In any case, that alone cannot accomplish the job of a material planning analyst. Okay, the candidate is expected to have some working knowledge on supply chain, how the planning is done. Specifically, yet we are talking about ERP, maybe MPS or MRP knowledge is there. Otherwise, there is no material planning or no inventory planning is required. I hope somebody from Flex is watching this video. They need to do some corrective measures if they want to improve the job description. Otherwise, unnecessarily you will be getting resumes and you will be shortlisting some undesired candidates. Possibly the people who are in the core supply chain may not wish to apply this kind of a job. Let the employer be beware. And here they are giving some preferred experience, effective interest skill, personal and communication skill, both written and verbal, exceptional organizational skill, self motivated with attention to application and details. More of this is a soft skill. It is not specific to this position or this company. Any one of you, if you are in the job market, you need to groom yourself to handle this kind of a situation. As far as this posting is concerned, I am not happy with the job description. Maybe as a supply chain executive, if you are applying this kind of a job, this will be very disappointing. Maybe the organization, if anyone want to read this job description, it is available live in Indeed. I have taken it today. Please check the job description. It is calling for a material planning analyst, but when we go through the job description, they are talking only about a developer for VBA and macros. That alone cannot satisfy the position title. So I am wondering how this companies can survive. Generally, you will get a feel of a kind of work, what will be inside when you read the job description. So possibly the working condition inside the flex may not be appropriate or suitable, or it is doing in the optimum performance. Okay, anyone who are watching, many candidates are watching live in LinkedIn. Any comments? Unfortunately, you may see this kind of job posting also appearing in the portal when you search for a supply chain job. But this particular position is mostly of administrative in nature. Of course, having some knowledge about Visual Basic and macros. And I feel this is a clerical job, not related with supply chain position. So let us not waste time. Let us meet in the next session. Before that, if you need any doubts or clarification, any career advice, you are always welcome to reach to me or my team. You can also see various live and self-paced program in our site. Maybe if you want any of the job description to be discussed during this kind of program, you are always welcome to send that job description to this WhatsApp number so that we can plan. So any doubts, clarification, you can type in any of the social media. If you are watching live, so unfortunately, we saw one disgusting job posting from an organization called Flex or Flextronics. The position is for material planning analyst, but it looks like more of a clerical job in nature. But on the other side, there are a lot of people waiting for apply to a job, supply chain job in such type of companies. But I feel the organization should also improve the job titles. The job title should reflect the kind of nature they are expecting from the job profile. So, any questions? You are also welcome to subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can see this and the previous program recorded there. We also have 2 minutes various supply chain terms video explaining briefly. So these things may help you if you are attending any interview or even taking any global certification exam. Of course, all these are free. You are welcome to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You will find the link in one of our comments. And thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.